Hi, I'm Mark. Today I'm going to show you how to install selectors ScreedBoard 28 and ScreedBoard 30 through doorways. For ScreedBoard 28 you will require selectors Rubberthon threshold support strip. I'm demonstrating here a flowing joint where we literally continue through a doorway. That's probably the best way to do it, but we do have occasions when we might need what we call a butt joint. I'm going to demonstrate that and show how that's done in a second, and that's very similar to a movement joint, which I'll show. And then we've got the three different types of joints. So why do we need three different types? So a flowing joint is great, you move through, but the problem with that is you move into a new area, and if you measure that room, it's leaving a gap at the end of the room that's less than 200 mil. And we said you must have in any direction the ScreedBoard more than 200 mil. So if that's the case, a butt joint means we can restart, reset, and then make sure we haven't got anything less than 200 mil. So that's why we would do that. A movement joint is fairly obvious. That's where you need to put a movement joint in. ScreedBoard, we don't need a movement joint until 20 meters in any direction. So that's a long way. So it'll cover most apartments. So then if you're at the threshold of the doorway to the common area, the hallway, etc., again, you might put a movement joint in. So I'm going to now show you, cut to a new model of how we do a butt joint. So what is a butt joint to start with? A butt joint is simply where you're putting two square edges and gluing them together. This is the wood fibre version, so this is the ScreedBoard 30. With this, you don't need to put in this threshold strip that we're going to be looking at. So with this, you would just literally butt them together. So we've got the threshold support strip, 75 mil wide. I've cut that to the required length. My board, I've shaped that into the recess of the doorway, and I've removed the back of the fleece because we don't need that. I've removed about 40 mil from each side to accommodate the 75 mil. So this I'm going to put in place. I'd add a bead of adhesive. I'm not going to physically do that because I want to remove it afterwards, and that would then just tuck underneath the leading edge of the board in the doorway. This would then obviously be flicked over to the correct side, and you dress that up ready to go in. I put my packers in, so I'm maintaining that 10 mil. There we go. I then add another bead of adhesive that side. I then run a bead along the edge of the board. I then just offer that up into its position and bring that so that that's in line. That is a butt joint, as simple as that. You will have a bead of adhesive show here as it expands into the joint. Leave it until it's cured, then simply remove it with a scraper. So that's a butt joint. Just so you know what's going on under here, I've made a little model up. So this is what we've got. We've got the resilient layers, we've removed that, and we've put the rubber in, and that's created the joint with the glue. That is extremely strong. So that makes a very, very strong joint. So that was the butt joint. We're now going to do the movement joint, which is very similar, but obviously we don't add the glue. We don't want the bonded two areas together. We want to create a break in the floor so that we don't have any acoustic bridging. So here, all I've done exactly the same. I've got the strip in there. I'm maintaining my 10 mil gap. I push that over the top without the adhesive, and I create a 5 to 10 mil gap in the floor. That is a movement joint. I just wanted to go through how you fix into ScreedBoard. So I've made a quick model up to show you. Here I've got gripper rod for carpet. I've got a door stop, and we've got some track if you're going to put the partition over the ScreedBoard. So gripper rod, obviously we've got your carpet. You can just hammer that in as you would into a normal floor. Door stops. It's best door stops are the ones that have got a plate at the bottom, so you're screwing straight into the ScreedBoard, and it's a shorter screw. When you come to stud work, you've obviously got timber stud or metal stud. Metal stud, very straightforward. Just use drywall screws, which you'll obviously have if you're doing drywall. Screw those in. I've used a 25 mil drywall screw. I know I've only got 20 mil, but the head sticks out, and also you've got the thickness of the plate. So it goes in about 21 mil. That'll be fine. Just use a standard 25 mil. With CLS, it's a weird size. So you've got like a 38 mil timber, you've got a 28 mil board. So you need a 55 mil screw, which isn't very popular. So I've used a 40 mil screw and just countersunk it so the screw goes straight through. You can use plug-in screws. I've just gone direct into the board with the screw, which does work as well. And they are solid. They're not going to move anywhere. So that's how you'd fix into ScreedBoard. With this installation guide, you'll be able to seamlessly install ScreedBoard 28 and 30 and ensure excellent acoustic performance. Thank you for watching, and make sure you check out our other selector install videos on our website for more tips and advice. If you need further assistance, please contact our technical team.